This is work. Peace, 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 peace and power, peace and power. Peace and power to the people, the struggle, what's going on. When I tell you this is work, I'm tired, but we're going to do what we do. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people of the struggle as you come on in. Know that this is a safe space. Know that this is a space for learning and getting learned up. Know that this is a space for educating and being educated. Know that this is a space for conversation, comments and concerns, questions and answers. This is a space for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, a space for building and destroying. This is a space of intelligence, integrity. This is your space, a space of love, a space where we are working on a united path towards what? True liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, come on in. Please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Please keep all funding information. Hashtags, links, green screens, apps with cash, pals that pay, grams with money, unions that are Western. God damn it, red cups, blue cups. Ring the bell, pass the collection plate, God diggity doggy, give me the squeegee. I got the squeegee out here. Fund the war effort. There's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until they checking the videotape. Don't wait until your hands is back behind yourself. Don't wait until you're already at central booking. Don't wait until your kids say, I hate you, mama. It's too late. Get yourself together. Figure out some things about yourself. If you or anybody you know is in need of a domestic violence intervention, book an assessment. Please book an assessment. Stop sending each other out the house with tents and bandages and all that. Get yourself together. If you or anybody you know is in need of an intimate relationship abuse consultation and counseling, please book an assessment. Learn the warning signs, the behaviors that should alarm you, the behaviors that should alarm you, the behaviors that should alarm you. Okay? If you or anybody you know is in need of an intimate relationship abuse consultation, book an assessment. Okay? The characteristics that should heighten your awareness level. People, places, conversations, events, listen, that should have your alertness on 1,000. Remember, with this information, the life that you save could be your own. Late night. And I like it because at late night, sometimes the class be light. Sometimes people really pay attention. Yeah, that's what we doing. That's what we doing. Though out west is not late. Overseas is not late. We seem to have some people who act like they got better things to do. Watching the news, doing all this little funny business. But we here, and we gonna get it popping, because tonight, nah, it ain't that deep. It ain't that deep tonight. Tonight, we wilds out tonight. Yeah, I got some shit to get off my chest. Yeah. So somebody tag Harlem. Harlem, y'all back in the building. Your man Guillermo is acting crazy again. Harlem, Tag Harlem, tag Guillermo. Yeah, Guillermo, we got to try to find out. Since when we had black Mexican cartel bosses in Harlem. Yeah, come on, Guillermo. We got to figure this out. Why are you wearing blouses again? Tag Guillermo. Yeah, tag him. He got to come to class. Get him up. Yeah. We also got to tag Brooklyn's own Brooklyn. Tag Brooklyn. Brooklyn, come to class. Troy Ave. Somebody bring his ass to class, y'all. Yeah, tag him. Tag him. He got to come to class. So that's Brooklyn, that's Harlem, Queens. Y'all got to come to class too. Yeah. Fake ass apology from a tranny. Yeah. Bring them back to class. Him and his mama. Bring them to class. We not accepting that. Not happening. And trans community, what we gonna stop doing is y'all not acknowledging a wrong when a wrong is committed. Okay? Y'all hooping and hollering anytime something off kilter goes on with one of y'all. But plenty of times y'all been in the wrong. Y'all don't acknowledge it publicly. Y'all don't correct it. You just keep quiet. Not this time. Y'all need to come out there just like you had a Hawk and Shan Duke pull up. Trans community should be pulling up too and checking that person. Okay? Before ICE get there. That's all we got to say. Alright? And what else we got? Somebody tag Meg DeBronco and Klay. Tag Klay Thompson. He got him a thought. Let's get to moving, y'all. And who's in class? Yeah, we got to see who's in class. It's light tonight. It's light. I love it. I love it. That's what's the motivation. Because there's going to be times where this core element right here is going to be it when we have thousands in the chat. That's what I do. I like that core support. So let's see who up in here. Dust Fro 517. First in class. God diggity. There you go. Charles. What up, Charles? George Johnson. Woo. Hold up. Don't tell me we got 3 men. First in class. Let me find out. God diggity doggy. Huh? Yeah, bam. What up? Philly in the building. What's going on? Hot car. What up? We see you. Construction site media. Woo-wee. Lovely lady. What's going on? Oh, Terrell Williams. Peace. God diggity. Damn it. Terrell in the building? Yeah. Angel, what up? Bionic Prince, what up? Frankie Fierce, what up? That's what I'm talking about. Frankie, I might got some mail in the lobby, man. Keep your eye out. All right? What up? What's going on? Chris Threat, Philly in the building. God diggity. Go ahead, Philly. Bernie. What up, Bernie? See our profit getters. God diggity dog. Johnny boy, Johnny. What up? What's going on in St. Louis, John? Come on, man. Tell me y'all all right out there. Tell me y'all got water and electric. Come on. Come on now. Be safe out there. Versace Broccoli. What up? Andrea Jones in the building. Jersey. By way of Florida. What's going on? See? Who that? CB, what up? Oh, Will. Oh, Big Will Atkins in the building. What up, Will? Yeah, Will celebrated a born day over the past week. We see you. What's going on? Yeah, up the hill's finest. We see you. Merge, what up, Merge? MC Sean Jenkins, 55. God damn it, 55 for Sean Jenkins. Yeah. Hood Center highlights. Brother Tadishi Tyrone. What up? Come on now. Hit me. Backyard again and hit me. DM me so we can see if we can get some assistance with that. Mike Nice, what up? Hey, Ghoster, what's going on? We the People TV, what up? Vaughn Joyner, 55. 55 for Vaughn Joyner, 55. Yeah. Jane Doe, we see you. What's going on? Philip, boom, what up, boom? Right, me, Allah, peace. Molly, what up, Molly? What up? Yeah. Ooh, Evan, what's going on? Evan, we see you, Self-Made TV. What up, Curly J? What up? Ooh, Hood Politics Entertainment, we see you, God damn it, we see you. Yeah, Late Charles, Eric Carlos, God diggity dog at the San Antonio Riverwalk King. Posted up in the Riverwalk Mall like this, waiting for the hotties. We see you up in there. Boy, don't let them bandits get you. Yeah, don't let them bandits get you. Merk Low, what up? Yeah, that's what kind of night it's gonna be. Boy, we got man. All the fellas came to class. They must have heard the word. The fellas heard the word. He's like, Bliz giving out 45s. Gotta get my shit up. I can't get left back. Yeah, I'm taking credits, goddamn it. You won't get no goddamn diploma messing with me. Your ass will be up there looking crazy while everybody else graduating. So the fellas done came to class. Yeah. I see y'all. Yeah. Women got their grades up. Yeah, just like in society. Women got their grades up. They got their A's and shit. Here we go with the fellas. Now y'all want to come to class deep on a late night. Drunk and shit. Y'all better be keeping up. When I get a pop quiz, don't be in the chat looking crazy. All right? Huh? Don't act up. Who we starting off with? First of all, now I'm going to do what I want to do. I got to start with Brooklyn. I have to, because we here. We don't rep in class as much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Brooklyn don't be in class at all. That's just how it is. Just me and Frankie. That's about it. Sometimes V Gibbs will come through, but Brooklyn be slacking. Okay? Yeah, okay, peace, G's. What up? Okay. But yeah. Oh, and Flatbush Man. Yeah. Flatbush Man be in the building. Uh-huh. Yeah. Can't front. But we got to start at Brooklyn. Because I knew it was some funny business with that bullshit last night. I knew it was some bullshit with that Troy Ave shit. I know, because I don't care how much he ratted. Ain't no way in hell he's supposed to have no hammer. I know that for absolute fact. I done been through it. Okay? Yeah, I done been through it. Uh-huh. I've been through it. A lot of peace for the green apple. What up, Javon? Huh? Nah, I ain't being nice. Nah. Them ladies be coming. You remember when you was in high school, niggas like Jeff and Maxwell and South Shore and Canarsie and Tilden and Westinghouse, dudes didn't go to school. We ain't gonna start that. Girls always in class. Yeah. So now, I knew the Troy Ave shit was bullshit. I knew it. Again, I always sit before commenting, before bringing things as an aim to class, especially if it's not a teachable moment. Okay? Especially when it's not a teachable moment. Well, we're going to see. It wasn't even that for me. It's always the fact that people believe that some individuals just have power to circumvent the justice system. The shit don't work like that. It just doesn't. And I don't care what you do, what state you move to, where you're at. Whenever you've been convicted of specific felonies, your ass cannot, and I repeat, cannot possess a firearm, especially a concealed firearm, without going through the proper channels. And I know for a fact that a lot of the channels he couldn't even go through. So I'm saying, hold on, they got this boy on video busting a hammer. He going to jail. This is what my mentality is. He's going to jail. So I'm watching and I'm waiting for him to go to jail, for him to get picked up. If he don't get picked up, then I know something wrong. Then I know he must be Israeli Mossad or some damn body. Okay? I don't care how much telling you do. Black ass man with a gun is going to jail. That's the facts. You busting your hammer? No, sir. No, sir. So I knew it was some bullshit, but again, people jumped on it because why? Because they don't think. They have no content, so they have to rely on what? Gossip or something coming right through. Oh, this is it. This is how they've been creating content, waiting for the next story. No teachable moments, just talking. And the shit that surprised me the most is that they get audience, large audience. They just sitting there listening to dumb shit. Questions and answers about how official he is and all that other weirdness. Remaining in street shit. Most of them never bust a hammer a day in their life. Don't even understand what it's like to hold it. Don't understand what it's like to get caught with it. Don't understand what it's like to go to trial with it. But they just sitting there listening, sucking it all up. So I knew it was, I said, this don't look right. Not at all. Not at all. And what happened? Come to find out it was bullshit. Come to find out it was clickbait. Come to find out it's just promo for his coming mixtape or album or whatever rollout this is. Let's go to the O-face sources. The shootout or the clap out that Troy Ave and his friend, Chef Jeff, reportedly took part in was staged. According to sources, there's been confirmation that there wasn't a robbery attempt and the Brownsville rapper didn't fire live rounds in defense of his friend. The San Diego County Police also denied reports of the incident. Troy Ave fans have speculated about behind the clapping video in the post comment section, some believing that is promotion for an upcoming single. In a video of home security footage shared by celebrity chef Jeff Cole, rapper Troy Ave was seen opening fire on a man who attempted a robbery. In the footage, Troy Ave and Jeff are seen exiting a Bentley in high spirits when a man walks by in the alley behind him and attempts to charge at Cole. As soon as the masked man tackled Cole, Ave pulled out a hammer and fired multiple times in his direction, making sure that his friend wasn't in the firing line. He chased the guy down the alley, but it's unclear if any of the claps landed. I knew this was bullshit. From the rip, just from watching it, I'm like, okay. It looks weird. But I didn't say anything. I let it ride. I did my research. Damn, I did my research. I'm telling you, I'm researching. I'm like, hold up. If this is real, and if I'm going to bring this to class, I'm going to make sure I'm extra thorough with the reasons why this man would be in jail. The last thing he gonna do is have an illegal hammer. Okay? Because he had to tell to get around the first case. And there's no wordplay, there's no narratives, there's no hesitation in what I'm saying. He told, he testified, he sat in the court and ratted. That's what he did. Now, you could like him, you could like the music. I wouldn't give a damn what your feelings are about him as a person and an artist. I'm telling you, as somebody from the street that was involved in street activity, he told. And in telling, he received a deal. That's it. And in receiving that deal, it does not absolve him of future criminal activity. So that's it. So I'm looking like, okay, if this is an actual event, he should be getting locked up by Friday. That's what it should be. So now that these old fays done did their homework and definitely brought clarity to what many were thinking, we could get on to why he ain't busting no hammer. He not gonna have a hammer no time soon. I wouldn't give a damn if he moved to Alabama. I wouldn't give a damn if he moved to Oklahoma. I wouldn't care if his ass was in Colorado, in the Rockies, and moose and wild deer was on his ass. He wouldn't have no pistol. Okay? Because let's get to it and see exactly what was going on with this man. Now, initially, and none of it was his first offense, but we going back to the Troy Ave situation with Taxstone. He was initially charged with attempted unaliving and criminal possession of a weapon. Troy and his legal team negotiated a 1-year sentence in exchange for his testimony against Taxstone Campbell. Okay? Jerome, you in Birmingham, Alabama? Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Be safe out there, because y'all done made the top 10 list of most violent cities. So watch your grippers and your head out there. All right? So now listen up. In exchange for his testimony, he was given a year. All right? What did they break the charge down to? Because we seen the event. Okay? We seen the event. We saw it on tape. We know about and we say sleep in eternal peace, the banger McFadder. We watched that. We seen the tax stone. We saw the video of Troy Ave picking up a hammer and busting in a crowded space, right? Mm-hmm. A nightclub event, which, by the way, T.I., Tip, Rat, Harris was in or organized and all that. Whatever. But that's where the attempt murder charge was from. Okay? However, in order for them to, get him to testify and make it make sense, they broke the charges down to one charge. Okay? Section 265.03. Okay? Criminal possession of a weapon in the second degree. That's what he had. Okay? What up, A. Wood? That's what he had. 265.03, criminal possession of a weapon in the second degree. A person is guilty of criminal possession of a weapon in the second degree when, with intent to use the same unlawfully against another, such person A, possesses a machine gun, or B, possesses a loaded firearm, or C, possesses a disguised gun, or such person possesses 5 or more firearms, or such person possesses any loaded firearm. Such possession shall not, except as provided in subdivision 1 or 7 of section 265.02 of this article, constitute a violation of this subdivision if such possessions takes place in such person's home or place of business. You get that? Okay. Criminal possession of a weapon in the second degree is a Class C felony. So this is why he was able to cop to this. He was guilty of this is what they broke it down to. That wasn't his place of business. That wasn't his home. Possessed it. Busted. He clapped it. Okay? But there was no proof that he brought it in there, nothing. So as far as they was able to hit him with, he's saying that he picked it up. Okay? He picked it up. All right? Because we getting into that a lot. He picked it up. We saw that part of the tape. All right? Now, they done went to trial, they done did it, they had it. Again, when we watching these events is with video and trial, and us, no matter how versed in law we are, no matter how much we was in the law library, no matter how much we was in the CPL, right, and the PL, right, and putting our little writs and, thing together, we're not attorneys, and we damn sure ain't DAs. So we have to understand that when they charging a jury or when they making deals so somebody can testify, they do what they want to do and make it fit. So what we see on film isn't what we see. This is what they tell us. Okay? We didn't see that. All right? So that's what they broke it down to. in order for him to take a plea, right, and testify with spending minimal time in jail. Now, what is the penalties and punishment for this conviction? The law is, and your understanding should be abundantly clear. If you are convicted of this Class C violent felony, your sentencing judge in the New York City Supreme Court or an upstate county court can incarcerate you for as long as 15 years. 15 years. Just for that. By law, the minimum sentence is a non-discretionary 3.5 years. That's what you're supposed to get as a minimum. What is the most frightening consequence of a PL, which is Penal Law 265.03 conviction, is that this type of sentence assumes you are absolutely, or you have absolutely no criminal history in any capacity prior to your arrest for second-degree criminal possession of a weapon. Now, I am not certain that he didn't have prior, felony convictions. I don't know. I'm not sure. They said he was in the street. They said he was about that action. He started doing his music. I don't know. I was not a fan of the music. I was deeply, at that time he was coming out, into anti-gun violence work with the nonprofits. Ironically, trained Bangers McFadder's brother, Shan Duke, when they was coming through with the program. Okay? With the what became Cure Violence at the time was Operation Ceasefire that came out of the Chi, out of Chicago. So again, I don't know if he had any priors. I don't know if he was ever on the island or any of that. Though the streets gave him, he get busy. He get busy. So I don't know. But according to this, if you had any priors, you could not get the minimum sentence. So now I have to assume, since he got the most extreme minimum sentence that he could get for telling, that he didn't have no priors. He wasn't in the street like that. That's the only assumption I can make based on the law. Now, if we wrong and the DA did some other shit, hey, it is what it is. But you heard what I just read. A conviction is, right, that this type of sentence assumes you have absolutely no criminal history in any capacity. Should you be a predicate felon, then the minimum term of incarceration is 5 or 7 years, depending on the nature of your record. Okay? So if they saying the minimum non-discretionary is 3.5, if you ever been convicted, right, which means a predicate, meaning you did something, you had a felony, you was adjudicated, you caught it. That's your initial. To be a predicate, this is your second time. So that means your minimum is 5 to 7. Okay? So how he got a year, we have to assume that he wasn't about that in the street. That he had no adjudicated felony conviction. That's a fact that we could make that assumption because he only ended up with a year. All right, let's continue to get sentenced. Criminal possession of a weapon in the second degree is a Class C felony. If you are convicted, the judge can sentence you up to 15 years in prison. Furthermore, because it is also classified as a violent felony offense, the minimum prison sentence that you will receive is 3.5 years. In other words, the judge will not have the option of sentencing you to just probation. In addition, you may be required to pay a fine and you will be required to pay mandatory fees. You understand? You get what I'm saying? Okay now. Judge can't do it. You can't get probation. This is why even when he told he couldn't walk straight out, they had to give him at least that year. Okay? New York Penal Code 265.03, criminal possession of a weapon in the second degree. A person is guilty of criminal possession of a weapon in the second degree when, with intent to use the same unlawfully against another such person. That means you picked up that hammer, you used it against somebody. Possesses a machine gun or possesses a loaded firearm or possesses a disguised gun. So that's what he copped to. And they gave him a year. Because what? Because he told on Taxstone, because he testified on him. Now, other people can say what they want to say. I'm going to let it play out. They got the video, let them do the work. However, to save your own skin and not get caught up in these mandatory sentencing guidelines, you told on this man. Somebody got to go down for that homo that happened in there. And whoever else was injured. Because the club is going to get sued, or the event space. The city is going to get sued. Everybody, so somebody's going to jail. That's just what it is. Sir, you going to jail, you can keep quiet. But we're going to try both of you separately for what happened in this event. And you going to jail, sir. So what are you going to do? Oh, I got beef with him anyway. I'm going to tell it. That's just what it is. Nobody should feel no ways about it because that's what happened. That's the truth. But because he was allowed to do it, like 6ix9ine was allowed to do it, that made way for Woody. You understand? Because they told, right? They walked so Woody could fly. And this has been a space consistently for a long time now, right? Just like the father in Florida who brought his sons into the life, and when they get busy, he testified on them. Yeah, sent them to jail forever. You see them? This is how this shit work. But when people try to move the goalposts on what ratting is, especially from street dudes, I don't care who it is. When you're in the streets, you're in the street. Telling is telling. That's just what it is. What you talking for? They got it? Okay, let them do the work. Now let's make sure y'all understand why, if that video was real, he would be in jail this week. Okay? He would be in jail if that video was real. In New York, individuals convicted of a felony or other serious offense lose their firearm privileges. Lose their firearm privileges. Do you understand? Those with convictions for violent felonies or Class A1 felonies are barred from gun rights restoration. It takes forever to get those rights back. Okay? Man, Flatbush man, what's up? Peace. Right? Let's continue. The state offers 2 different types of certificates that can restore gun rights in some cases. Those seeking to regain their firearm rights must apply for a certificate of good conduct from the New York State Board of Parole, or a certificate of relief from disabilities is granted by the court. Now, he only was on Rikers Island. He got a year. So he was never paroled. So therefore, if he was convicted, and we know he was, he took that, so he's convicted of a violent felony firearm charge. He can't write to no New York State Board of Parole because he never been on parole. He doesn't have a state bid. So that means he would have to apply for a certificate of relief from disabilities before he could even touch a hammer. What up, Panna? Anthony Jamont, what up in the building? Panna, my day one. Pen Workman, stand up. CC, what up? Vitamin, what up? Do you understand? There's no way that he would not be in jail. I don't care what state he in. You know how long it takes to get a certificate of relief from disabilities? A long time. You know what you got to do? I do, because I applied for both of these and got turned down twice because of my armed robbery convictions. These things are not easy to get. You got to show them at least 3 or more years of tax records that you paid taxes. Okay? You have to have letters of recommendation, okay, from employers, from parole officers and people that are such good standard community people. You understand? And it takes time. It takes time. Sometimes 5 years. So, nah. He can't be picking up no hammer. He would have been in jail. Self-defense or not, or whatever you want to call it, he would have been in jail. Okay? A certificate of good conduct can lift the ban that disqualifies convicted felons from possessing a firearm or obtaining a firearm license. Okay? Individuals are required to wait for a certain period of time before applying for the certificate. How long has he been home since he left Rikers Island after testifying on Taxstone? You have to wait. Okay? Huh? The certificate of good conduct must contain language that expressly restores the felon's firearm rights. For example, it may specify what type of firearms the convicted felon is allowed to own, such as just handguns or long guns only. The certificate of relief from disabilities is available to offenders who were released from a correctional facility, or they have a recommendation from their supervising parole officer. There is no lengthy wait period for this certificate. Okay, but they let him out. We don't see no supervision. We ain't see no parole or no probation officer. So he would be caught in a conundrum. How would he be able to legally own a firearm? No way, especially in another state. Okay? So I was waiting for him to go to jail. I said, oh, this video went viral. Everybody's talking about it. Soon as it happened, people was uploading, getting their thumbnails ready, getting their phone lines legit. Let's talk about this. And I'm saying, nah. Let's wait and see if he go to jail first. Let's get the full story. And it was cap. It was clickbait. It was a promo for a mixtape. So I'm wondering if when people went live, when people were speaking about it and they was getting their donations, are they going to give those people their donations back? I just want to know. I bet not. I guarantee you they not going to do that. Right? Because they eat off the people when they doing this shit. Let's get specific now. Again. Troy Ave's attorney at that time, John B. Stella, released the following statement about Troy's sentence. Okay? Rowland was sentenced on 2/9/24 to 1 year jail on his plea to attempted criminal possession of a weapon in the second degree. Under the law, he must serve 8 months to satisfy that sentence, since he previously spent almost 2 months in jail before he made bail. The remaining balance of time he must serve is a little over 6 months. No probation, no parole. So we know he don't get one of those certificates because he's not a state violent felony offender. They gave him some bullshit for his testimony, right? For his testimony. Because he told. So, again, we seen what he was charged with initially. We seen what they broke it down to, okay? We also seen when he came home. So what's the hoopla? Why were people so excited to believe that he bust somebody? That he clapped somebody? Because nobody, in all reality, should have went live with that. Because if anything, if that was something that was true, if that really happened, if somebody tried to back them down and he did that, that means everybody who went live for it was sending him to jail. They was the ones that just for argument's sake, say the old face wasn't watching. Say the old face weren't online. Say law enforcement had no idea of what was going on. Everybody who went live about it, they just sent him to jail. Because they was matter of fact that he popped somebody. Matter of fact. All excited because the rat popped somebody. Come on now. That makes sense? You excited because the dude that told possibly popped something? They went live. They went in. This shit was viral. And I'm like, damn, you can't do nothing. So they basically were telling on him. Or as they would have came back and said, no, he told on himself. They already had it. They had it on film. It was a video. That don't mean you got to talk about it. But again, this is their behavior. This is their habit. Because they don't think. They're not thinkers. They're not creating content. They're not. than jumping on the news soon as it happened and running with it. So I knew I'm just sitting and waiting. I'm like, nah, he didn't do that. E, what up, E? Much appreciation for funding the war effort. I'm like, nah, I know for a fact he didn't do that. I know for a fact something is fishy. Because if not, he going to jail. He ain't that dumb. It is absolutely no way that he was picking up that hammer and clapping at somebody. Not knowing that cameras is all up in there. That's your man, Crib. You know his cameras there. Your man is, whoever this dude is, somebody got the Bentley and all that. His cameras all over everybody, residents. All these dudes that's getting to the bag because they know the wolves be coming. So he know that his camera's around. And he gonna pick up something and clap. Not only clap somebody, but chase them down and clap them. Knowing that he can't possess nothing. Nah. But again, people have to learn. And if you don't have anybody that's giving you solid, simple truths, you're going to always be in a fog. Like people could believe all they want that T.I. ain't rat. Y'all must be out of your damn mind. Don't nobody get caught by anybody. State, local, federal, with no hammers, with silencers and scopes and all this other weirdness on it, feathers, and you don't get nothing in jail, not a day. He could have been from that point on the start of Epstein 4-4. We know T.I. told on Epstein. We don't know. You and your broad with pills and that. Y'all ain't spend a day in nothing. But again, black people gotta feel. Well, he ain't tell on me. She ain't tell on me. They gotta feel. And when these people come up amongst them, I gotta fall back and be like, yo, hold on. Because I know the snake gonna bite. It don't care who it bite. I'm not being in y'all mix. Because see, that's what happened. When you run around with rats and people that's sus, and you don't know if they're going to tell or not, it's like zombies. Once they bite you, that's it. Then the next person is just like them. Rat, because you accept that shit. That's what it is. So I know for a fact that now he going down. He pulled out like that. He chasing dudes around cars. He going to jail this week. I was waiting for the next story. Don't tell me he no super street gangster thug dude. I don't want to see that. I want to see him going to jail because I know he can't possess no banger. I know that for a fact. He can't possess no hammer. Not legit. He going to jail. That should have been the next article. But what is the next article? D-Have, what up, Haven? What was the next article? Oh, they was just hummer stunting. San Diego police said ain't none of that took place. No robbery, no hammers, no nothing. So it was all promo for a mixtape or something. Maybe it was a what y'all call that station, a Zulu movie. What was that? A Tubi movie shit? And dudes ran with it. Put it on their channels. So I want y'all real dudes to know that this is the type of world we living in. Okay? So y'all could sit y'all ass down, because it's a lot of dudes that's real, that's still in the street, and they be itching to get back in them streets. And I keep telling y'all better fall back, because y'all in some weird, this is a whole weird era that we in. Weirdos. Dudes is wearing thongs under their goddamn boxers, all type of shit. Microphone, phones is always on record. Y'all think they got earpods in them shits, it's microphone, all type of weird shit. So if you real, you better sit your ass down. Because dudes is playing. So they put this whole shit they play and then sat quiet while the internet went wild. So now what? How real is he? How straight is he? How much of a thug is if he doing clickbait for promo? But some music ain't nobody want to hear. Keep it honest, ain't nobody in New York popping at all. Unless you really got bars, like, you know, we hearing Thot new shit. He doing some shit. You know, we heard Nas, we heard Slick Rick got some new shit. We hearing shit. All these newfangled 2012 and 15 New York dudes, I don't hear shit from none of them. So all the promo in the world ain't gonna help you. Unless you getting ready to do some UK drill shit or something. Serious. But they playing. This is what we in. Y'all like that shit. So anyway, let's get off of that. Again, if it is too real to be believed, then it's usually garbage. It's usually some cap shit. And I'm telling y'all right now, y'all better start thinking. Start thinking. This is not a game out here. And y'all real dudes that step y'all foot right out there, put y'all little toe in that water, and your ass get locked up. Quick, fast, in a hurry. Now let's move on. Got rid of that shit. This dude having a clap out for album rollout. See, but you know what? You could always get dudes who ain't from the street to believe some magnificent shit. They always the first to say, "Nah, son, is real. Yo, you seen him pop that?" Real street dudes is looking like, how that happen? He did what? Really? Oh, he going to jail. Dudes is going to jail for punching dudes in the face on a train. Shit that we did 6 or 7 times a day, every day. Dudes is going to jail. They making the news for that shit now. And he gonna bust his hammer? Y'all really think so? Come on, man. Come on, man. We just had class last night. Dudes is going to jail for sniffing feet on a damn train. Yeah. Making the news. Following this bozo through court. And you mean to tell me y'all think a rapper with a criminal background is gonna bust his hammer and the shit go viral and he ain't going to jail? Y'all really believe that shit? Yeah, Bone. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that dude was sniffing butt on the train. Girls walking up the stairs, he putting his face in their butt. Now they caught him too. Yeah, weird shit. Anyway, talking about New York City. Yeah, this is a New York City night, except for when we get to Klay Thompson and his little Thot. We gotta go to We gotta go back to Queens real quick with this transistor putting hands on this little black chick. Okay? Hands and feet. And their fake ass apology. So just like the fight went viral, so far so has this apology. Okay? So has this apology. Now, this transistor and his mama all of a sudden are scared for their life. All of a sudden. So I'm wondering, do I still have those notes from the other night? When they put hands on her? They put hands on the black sister? Let me see. I think I got rid of those notes. Yeah, I got rid of those notes. But y'all seen the viral video. Parking space. Little melanated woman, young woman, made an attempt to park her vehicle after coming home from work. We all know New York City people come home from work various different times. But like I said in many other classes, that New York City has more illegal firearms, more illegal pistols than we have parking spaces. And I'll bet anybody that. Anybody. Eric Adams, Mario Cuomo, any of these politicians, any of these people that work for Department of Transportation and Traffic and all that, I'm telling you, New York City has more illegal firearms than they got parking spaces in 5 boroughs. So parking is always an issue. I mean, my block, I got an old man that got 3 cars and never put them in his driveway. That's 3 spots on the block right there. And every other house on the block, people got multiple cars. So parking on this end is a biatch. Okay? Now, in the video, we see the young woman boisterous, argumentative, because this tranny is holding a spot for his mama. We already seen it. We already know that that's what you were doing. And the young woman is saying she's been out there 30, 35 minutes. So it's not like mom is around the corner. It's not like she just moved from one side of the street to the other. This young woman is out there 30, 35 minutes coming from work. We don't know if she has a child in the house. We don't know if it's a child care service provider is there and she may have to pay extra for being late. We don't know any of that. We do know she's hostile. They're both back and forth arguing. Okay? Real estate, what's going on? Do you understand? We don't know any of that. None. You get what I'm saying? But they got the space blocked. All we know is that Shorty attempted to park, couldn't. They in the middle of the street, and what happens? This man in transition or whatever the hell, 6 inch, you can see 6 feet plus, jumps on and starts pounding on Shorty. While this one is jumping and hitting Shorty, here comes this other little sweet person who, I want y'all to know, hasn't been picked up yet, hasn't been arrested yet for his role in the assault, and the mother. 3, they jumped her. Jumps on her. Not just jump to get her on the floor, to kick her, to pull her braids, to drag her by her braids. Do you understand what I'm saying? So where an older white dude or Spanish, whoever he was across the street, said, yo, hold on. That's a girl and you're a man. Okay? Dragged her. She's fighting them. Punching consistently, pulling hair. The mama, this 6'2" ass lurch, and some other sweet boy. Yeah. Non-stop. So now as the video gets viral, because yeah, they were arrested when the police came, because for one, you're dead wrong. I don't care what you doing. I don't care if you purchase a house. The street in front of your house you don't own. That's the city's property. That's the city street. That's why y'all get taxed. That's why y'all get tickets when sanitation come through and y'all don't hold it down properly. Because it's the city street. So you don't have no right to be putting no garbage can, to be putting, because on my side, they got barricades, they got orange cones in their crib and all type of weird shit. So it's illegal. You wrong from the rip. But anyway, they locked you up. Third dude, that little sweet person who was surely doing the most, who just kept punching with his little broke hand, punching like he Shirley Temple or somebody, and dragging by her hair. They didn't catch him yet. He needs to get caught. It does. If your apology was sincere, why you didn't turn that person in? That person, the third person who put hands and dragged and pulled up braids and fought and kicked her, where's that person at? But since it's viral and it's getting steam and y'all so scared and threatened, we almost certain that ICE done found that out. And they're looking to see who isn't on time with their paperwork. Because the names, people are confused because this person started in their apology speaking about other groups and their rights. So he tried to make it a gender bias, a damn hate issue. When no, sir, it was just you. It was you, sir, who decided to put hands. Shorty wasn't even near y'all. She was in the street. You had to run up on her. Okay? So I'm sure ICE will figure that out. Because ICE checks out everything that's viral. So now, they make an apology. Okay? They make an apology. I'm Real Estate. Much appreciation for the gifts and all that. Okay? Check this out. The assault, which quickly went viral across social media, sparked outrage after footage surfaced showing and this is what people are confused over, Dumitru, Starman, and an unidentified man attacking McPherson. This is Shorty's name. After she tried to park in a spot reportedly being held by their friend. So Dumitru, they're saying, is a Romanian name. Starman is, I guess, the new name of this trans woman, okay? Who was the first one to throw punches, to jump on this woman. Okay, in the video, racial slurs can be heard just moments before fists start flying. Now, the mother-daughter duo has been charged and is facing heavy criticism. Because after it went viral, the day after, you got Hawk Newsom and Shan Duke and them, and they all pulled up. Pulled up to make their presence known. Okay? Which, okay. Because it damn sure wasn't no protest. They pulled up in support of this woman. My thing is, are they going to go every day? Because that area, like I explained to y'all before, nobody over there. None of us is over there. It's not far, but it ain't close. Nobody over there but elder people, Rainbow, Roy G. Bibbs. You understand? Too many of us over there. And that's historically. Nobody lived back over there. So what's she doing there? I don't know. Maybe she found somebody to rent to her because she's a black woman and young and non-threatening. She didn't have a man. Okay? Because if she did, if there was a male presence consistently coming through, even if they just saw somebody on a regular coming through, trust me, he wouldn't have did that. That transistor would not have done it. But they felt emboldened because she was by herself on that block, on a regular. The block knew it. And those people, the mother and her confused person, okay, was terrorizing the elders and everybody else on the block. They said this has been going on for a couple of years. So ICE get, you know when ICE do their investigating, they do all that shit. They're gonna know what the real deal is by Friday. Whether that lady belonged or not. But anyway, the mother, Andrea Dumitru, told news sources, I learned my lesson, and you can see it in the video. I will never do something like that again, and I will never condone something like that ever again. You want the parking, take it. It's not worth it. This is not worth it. And I'm like, well, no. Because see, in those areas, whether they're gentrified or historically have, no melanin in the area, they bold. You understand? They try to keep that old block mentality. I know, because I lived in Mill Basin and Canarsie. I lived in Old Mill Basin. I lived all over where them old fays at. Not giving a damn, because I'll break your face. I'm going to be polite. I'm going to speak, but all that shit, my mom's is from Canarsie. She taught me how to handle them as a youngin'. You go anywhere you want to go. Straight like that. When you couldn't go to Canarsie, you couldn't even pass Rockaway Parkway. There was a time you couldn't even take the city bus to Kings Plaza. Okay? Young white boys always wanted to riot, some type of race shit. You go out there, you better be kind of deep. That's how Canarsie and Mill Basin and Georgetown was. So all that, when you go through there now, and it's all Haitian, Guyanese flags, and everybody just over there doing it, it was a time you couldn't even go to Georgetown. Straight up. Your ass couldn't go there. And that's an absolute fact. South Shore race riots. Canarsie race riots. They had all of that. I come home from doing a dime and I'm like, they got beef patty shops on Flatlands and what? Really? Now the whole area is nothing but melanated people. And a few of them old phases over there, they in check. They may have their little attitudes and try to buck up, but it ain't that type of party no more. Just like Howard Beach, you go through there, just the whole damn side is biracial now. Those days is over. But see, this mother don't understand that. Because she confused. She's a custody or something. You can hear it in her voice. And because this transitional person, they're already confused and think that what? Because you had a surgery or you take hormones that you ain't a man that you could just beat. Because they good for hitting black women. You don't see too many of them non-melanated, them Euros or Spanish transistors hitting black men. You don't see that. But they good for raising up and bucking up on a black woman. And the trans community don't never say shit about it. They don't say nothing about it. And it ain't okay. Okay? But look, it's 2025. And I'm telling y'all, it's going to get real funky before then. We already told y'all this summer was going to be off the meter. We already said it. Between now and the end of August, a lot of people going to be getting parked. So now she saying it's not worth it. You want the spot, just take the spot. Okay? Because they getting threats. Now, this is where it get a little sticky for me. Jada McPherson, the young woman who got jumped and had her braids and everything pulled out, is standing firm on rejecting the apology. Okay? She's like, nah, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. Because it shouldn't have happened. And it's not a sincere apology. Because the transistor person in the apology is still trying to blame this young woman, Jada, saying that she was aggressive. She was yelling and screaming for 35 minutes. Listen to what you're saying. Nobody's supposed to be talking to you for 35 minutes over a parking spot. Where the hell was your mom's at? In the Bronx? She coming from way across, what do you call it, Long Island City somewhere? 30 minutes? And then the mother's trying to say that she was out there and saying, yeah, she was talking and cursing and carrying on. And she was what? She was trying to park. But you, again, people don't get it. That you don't own the city streets. But it was a habit. It was a behavior. Something that people allowed y'all to do, and when enough is enough, it's enough. So in your apology, you're still trying to say that this woman was wrong. So she's not going to accept your apology. No. However, she said she doesn't condone the death threats that those two are receiving. I don't agree with the death threats, she said, adding that she felt the violence was unnecessary, especially with children involved. Now, Dumitru echoed the ordeal has taken a toll on her family. I've been threatened. I haven't been sleeping since I got out of jail. I haven't been able to rest. I have not been eating. Same thing the trans persons that I couldn't eat. You did what? 6 hours in the system, in a cell, and now all of a sudden you traumatized like your ass did 6 years up north. You know, I'm traumatized. I've been in a box. You did 6 hours, you funky ass. You ain't even get a chance to smell bad. 6 hours in a cell, and all of a sudden you just got out of jail. What the hell is going on here? You just got out of jail. You did 6 hours in a pen. In the precinct, they might have put your ass in one of the mobile trucks. But you've been to jail, because that's the story you're going to run with. So when you go out to the club or you on Tinder or some shit, and your little Roy G. Biv and Rainbows see you and ask you, oh, you went to jail? Yeah, I went to jail, just so they could get some jail grippers. You're going to tell your Fleece Johnson story. Fleece did almost 30 years. Plus, you did 6 hours. You ain't go to jail. Eat. Okay? She claims to have received dozens of threats via phone and online messages, making her afraid to even leave her home. Yeah, y'all scared because, again, Shandu and Hawk and them pulled up with the megaphones and let it be known. Let it be known that people coming through. Now, you're lucky, and I'm saying lucky that me and mine didn't come through. Because we ain't coming to talk, ain't no megaphones. We'd have caught y'all slipping by your ankles, and it would have been a problem. It would have been a problem because y'all didn't get hands and feet put on y'all yet. So be lucky. Stop with the fake apology, because mom's got real custody tendencies. Real custody tendencies. You can see it. Because let me tell you something. Euro women, whether they from Europe, whether they here, whether they was, whether they homegrown, they not quick to jump on no young black woman. No. That's custody behavior. Guarantee you mom's got dope fiend all up in her bones. She on a meth program or something because all of a sudden she got a headache and I feel so terrible but she was talking, she was screaming. You got mental issues and you probably a custody. You probably got meth. Yeah. Because y'all not quick to jump on black women. Y'all not. Unless y'all been in the street, unless you been through some shit, unless you've been living off of the system and you go to meth clinics here and there, but you live in an area that's sort of decent because that's what they allow y'all to do when y'all got abuse issues and y'all don't use white privilege. They make sure you in spaces like Ridgewood, Astoria, in the blocks and in the cuts in the back. Y'all might be in dirty ass Bensonhurst or Bay Ridge, going to get y'all methadone. Your kids are weird because they watch you do all type of freak shit coming up. Yeah. Those are the ones who are quick to fight. Older black women ain't quick to fight these young broads out here no more. No. But y'all seen her type, that she was working, that she's usually quiet, so you wanted to put on a show. But you didn't know that this is 2025 and people don't do that. You're not going to live on that block. Guarantee you that. If ICE don't come get you, guarantee you we'll be back. Guarantee you. I'm Real Estate. Much appreciation for the super chat. What's your assessment on Dr. Cheyenne Bryant and black women that talk bad about black men when you get a chance? I don't like her at all. I don't believe in that discussion because we just about finished with this. Let me close out this right here real quick. Okay? This incident is a harsh reminder of how quickly everyday situations can escalate. I always tell y'all that with anger management. And I keep telling y'all, if it's not a life or death situation, learn how to de-escalate yourself and move, because that woman wanted to come home after work, park her car and go in the crib. She had no plan on getting into a beef with these people. It could have went left, but I'm glad she was able to defend herself and to come up out of it. It could have went real left. It could still go left for that mom. her trans person's son. Junior, much appreciation for the war effort, right? And Shorty said an apology without accountability doesn't change what happened. So this is for the trans community to hold that person of theirs accountable. Because if it was the other way around and that person would have been jumped, they would have been out there with the rainbow flags, now laters, and all type of shit, raising all type of hell. All right? So get on your job. Now to answer this super chat. I don't believe in any of that talk about black men and about black women. If y'all been in this class, right? Y'all understand that I'm staunchly against that. And then I'm consistent with we need to be with each other. Do we have significant issues? Yes. Yes. But the way it's being framed and has been framed on social media, I tell you every day that I see beautiful examples of couples building together, working together, raising good families, doing it every day. So the false narratives and the depictions that's going on are usually for people or from people who are confused about that same blackness that this doctor be talking about. She's not all that black. Because they're still trying to validate themselves in the Euro world. So they get these Euro degrees, they get on Euro platforms, and then speak matter-of-factly about situations that they don't even experience. Most of them don't have healthy marriages. Most of them have never done time. Most of them have been so far removed from the very people that they talk about that the shit they say is comical to me. They're not intelligent at all. They're smart. They can retain information and pass tests, but they can't think outside of the box. When you ask them, how does the narratives that they paint help us get together to be a liberated nation, they stuck. They don't see themselves outside of white folk. They don't see themselves outside of the institutions. All they do is complain and talk and point finger and cause dissension. So I'm not with none of that black women don't like us shit. And then I know it's a lie. I see black women still doing bids with dudes that did nothing for them and can't do nothing for them. And they rock. Going up to jails every week. Black women. Solid. Taking care of these bum-ass dudes. Okay? I see mothers still doing it. Black women love black men dearly. They hold them down. And I see black men. Great examples. I've known individuals that have come home out of prison and never went back. I can tell you now, in 2004, I could think of at least 500 dudes off the top of my head in BK, in the boroughs and Bronx and all that. We all came home and none of us went back. And majority are married and had new kids. Kids are just now turning 20 and all that, productive. Going to PTA meetings, all that. And I'm talking about cold stone murderers, killers. Them flipped it, and they good. See, but when you sitting in the pocket and you trying to compare yourself to the Euro and thinking that a Euro standard of what a family is what we supposed to be, or Euro relationships, which are false, okay? Because we got Euros that's running around, in the UK and in Czechoslovakia and all them other spots, on farms running up in ponies and sheeps and shit. They don't think nothing about Euro women. I told y'all, the white man is a figment of his own imagination. Whether he's grafted or not, whether y'all want to believe he got here like all of us or not, his idea of white supremacy is a figment of his own imagination. So anytime you fall under their standards and place yourself up in there and believe that black men are supposed to treat black women the way they see Amy getting treated, you in the wrong space. You in the wrong space. You sound real dumb to me. Most of them sound dumb because they're not building. There's never no comeback. It's a consistent narrative of negativity with no comeback. When I break a black woman down, I'm building them right back up. When I break down these black men and tell them what the hell they doing is regressive, there's a buildup. But that constant bullshit that this doctor is on, I'm not stressing that. Get out of here. Her ass will be meatloaf in a little while. Straight like that. Somebody is allowing them to be on these platforms, the same people that don't want me on it. There's no way in hell that I could sit here damn near every day for 3 years and speak about everything that I spoke about. Go at almost every celeb, rapper, athlete, politician, you name it, and not get not one single response from none of them. Been on everybody's platform. You name it, I done been on their lives or on their shit. All of them. All of them. And none of them ever asked me back. They're not intelligent enough. You name it. All. I don't care who you name. From the gutter all the way to the supposed intelligent. You name Zeke, Black, Mecca, Audio. Who? Been on all them shits. Dr. Boys, Fly Nubian Queen, all of them shits. The Harker? No, all of them. All of them. Death on the Cloud shit. Any name them. Angry Man, name it. Name it. I don't play with this shit. I'm serious. My people have to understand that there's an authentic individual that's just more than a voice. That's just more than a voice. It's action. Serious action. This is studied. I've been learned and taught up by the best. By individuals that's still in the mountains doing 40 and 50 years because they put in necessary work. This ain't no game to me. So when I see people consistently breaking our people apart, I know who they working for. Because you ain't working for the people. You working for them others. That's your narrative. That's what you're doing. Separating black men from black women. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Get your ass out of here. But again, like I said, in due time, all those individuals will be dealt with. That's just how people's struggle is. That's just how it is. They're going to find themselves on the wrong side of revolutionary people. That's just what it is. So they can have their fun. And I'm going to leave that at that. Now, it's almost, well, it is 1 o'clock, so we done been through the fake apology from that custody mother in Queens. We done spoke about the Troy Ave, right? Got rid of that. Oh, I got 2 more aims? Okay, we got to go to Harlem. Might as well. Somebody go to Harlem, uptown, come get y'all man Guillermo, the Mexican cartel boss from, where's Guillermo from? What block is Jimmy from? Guillermo. I never ever seen a cartel black man before. And why he keep wearing them funny ass shirts? So go get him. Cause he been capping all month. All month. He better than Nas. He ain't scared of Pusha T. He this, he that, he this, he that. I don't know why he ain't admitting to wearing blouses. We seen him with the purple sheer blouse. Talking about makeup and you see my makeup, you see me get my nails done. I'm a supermodel. And he's strutting his little narrow ass out there in Paris or wherever the hell he was in a purple blouse. See-through type shit. Okay, ruffles on the wrist and the collar. Shit that only Prince could get away with. But he was out there with his rusty ass beard wearing that little fruity shit. And y'all gave him a pass for that blouse. Now he's celebrating his birthday or born day with his mama who kissed him in the mouth. Remember, mama taught him how to kiss with tongue. Now he's celebrating with a white lace blouse. Now the only other time I seen one of them white lace blouses like that is at the Hebrew parties in Mexico, in Cancun and all that, where the cartel dudes is at, and they make sure they keep their little Roy G. Biv. You know, Roy G. Biv is all over the world. So when they got them gay Mexicano dudes, and they slick like the Rico Suave and shit, and they be in the clubs, they got them sheer, what you call it, lace button-up shirt blouse things. So why your man, he running around Harlem like that? That's how y'all giving it up, Harlem? Don't lie. Because I've been up there quite a few times. I passed a law school. I've been all in the projects. I went up to Dunbar. I've been all through. And I've been seeing a lot of sweetness running around Harlem. A lot. A lot. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Because you can't keep saying you more impactful than Nas. I ain't never seen Nas in no blouse. Now you wore blouses that we seen twice. 2 times, Guillermo. 2 times, Guillermo, you had on a blouse. I don't know if y'all got to call Cam. I don't know if y'all got to call Mace. But somebody got to explain to me how y'all got that man up there in the blouse. Twice. Twice. Because that ain't what I know of Harlem. At all. At all. He couldn't be at Willie Burgers in no goddamn lace white button up. Hell no. No. Nah, son. No. No. Somebody asked Jimmy why he wearing blouses. I'm serious. But you not doing that when you busting your little raps. When you talking about bowling and all that other shit. If you gonna wear the blouse, you gotta wear that all the time. You can't just be flip-flopping, switching styles back and forth. You see ASAP? He always in some funny shit now. Always. You don't see him rugged with the jeans and all that like when he first came out. No. His grippers done been played with. He's a father now. He had them seeds. He weird shit now all the time. None of that fresh dip shit. No. He got on funny shoes. He got on culottes. He got on some type of button up with a what you call them, cummerbunds and all that weird shit, and that's him now. That's what he doing. So Jimmy, make up your mind. Guillermo, because we got the picture of you back in the days. Y'all see that. Y'all see that picture. He got on a funny shirt, like the Mexican drug lords. They wasn't wearing them in Harlem back then. They was not dressing like that back then. No, they wasn't. No, they wasn't. So all that he was running the block, pitching it. No, he wasn't. He wasn't wearing that shirt and them shoes like that. No, sir. No, sir. They was not getting down like that in Harlem. I know. We was up there on the regular. That back then when them little dudes in Harlem was bald head. 16, 17 years old, pushing MPVs and all that. They was not wearing that bullshit he had on with them shoes, them slacks, and that goddamn Medellin shirt that he had on. No, that ain't Harlem. No. When we was going to Willie Burgers and Pan and all that shit was official, they was not looking like that in Harlem. I'm serious. Tell me I'm lying. Nope. Nope. Shit, Mace was down with the puff stuff. And he ain't never wear no suspect shit like that on stage and video or nothing. You ain't never see him in no sheer purple blouse. You ain't never see him in no lace button up. Never. Not even if they put on a tux or something for the Grammys, like, you never seen Mace, even when the nigga was on the pulpit preaching. Pastor Mace. You never seen him in none of that bull. Where Guillermo get that shit from? Where you get it from? Where you get it from? Because them shoes he had on in that picture back in the days, them shits read cab driver all day. So he was driving the cabs up there. He was down with OJ, or what you call that? What's the name of that cab company my mans and them used to send me down in? Oh man, y'all know the cab company from 2/5. They used to send me all the way to Brooklyn. You could have them, and they would bring me back uptown if I had to. We used to have them shits all day. All day. Yeah. And sometimes they may be from the continent, they may have been from Africa, or they could have been from somewhere else, but they had them comfortable ass, brown ass shoes that you get from one of them side stores, not on 2/5. You know them side stores around the corner, probably on 2/6 or 2/4. Okay? He had on them brown shoes. You know them picking ass specials. Shit that we got on Belmont. Them old men wear them good comfortable shoes. He had on some brown shoes like that. Okay? Yeah. Them pants and that bullshit boogie shirt. That's Jim Jones. That's Guillermo. That's who he was back in the days. He wasn't no on the block hustling, none of that shit. He was looking like that. Like that. So now it's easy for him to wear them purple blouses and them shits like that. I'm telling you. I don't know if it was day and night. I forgot the name of that cab company, man. Yeah, them dudes used to, yeah. Yeah, they loved me uptown. Because I don't play with nobody. Well, you need that work put in? Yeah, let's go. Who got to get it? Yeah, so I know about Harlem all day. Totally different from BK. Totally different. All they did was hustle, gamble, go to sleep, chase broads. Hustle, gamble. And them dudes did that consistently. You'll be in Harlem for 3 damn days without going to sleep. Going from food space to food space, to gambling spot to food space, to gambling spot to the block, to the hustle, to the re-up, to their workers, and all this other shit. You up there, you done turn around. Damn. You went up there Tuesday. Your ass coming back to Brooklyn Saturday. Yeah. Nah. That's how they move. And they was fresh. They wasn't wearing that bullshit that he got on in that picture. And that picture is like, yeah, 90s. That ain't no 80s picture. Touch of class. That's what it was. No doubt, Waterbed Kev. Touch of class. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. Yo, take my man to Brooklyn, bring him back. That type shit. So I know. Okay? Yeah. I was all up and down there. From the east side with Ron Jordan and my peoples. From the west side, yeah. All up through Dunbar. All up in there. So I know Harlem. He not repping Harlem looking crazy like that. So y'all need to tell him stop talking that shit. And that's for real. And I hope Guillermo ain't in class no more. We don't want him to be a subject no more. But he can't be wearing white lace button-ups. No. Nah, not talking that tough Willie shit. Who does that? Who wears lace button-ups? Other than Elton John and Liberace and them. That's who wear that shit. Don't nobody else do that. Lace? Long sleeve button-up shit? What is that? That don't speak Harlem. No. So y'all need to stop having them on your podcast and y'all YouTube channels, all the dialogue and all that weird shit, and y'all got him making these dumbass statements. Y'all got... Yeah, it's too much gentrification in Harlem. Bill Clinton fucked that up. Pardon my language. He messed that up. Because ever since then, y'all done got real special. Real special. He might want to be a pirate. I don't know. I don't know what he might want to be, but I know what he ain't. He ain't Harlem, and that ain't hip-hop. So cut that shit out. Now, before we go, because we got to go, because it's 1:13, and I know a lot of y'all got to work. Okay? He's a tiny dancer. He might be. He might be. He a tiny dancer, but his grippers might be blown out with that shit. Yeah. We got to get on because y'all don't know why y'all so up in arms with this Klay Thompson and Megan the Bronco thing. I don't know why. Y'all acting like that this play, because it's a play all day. Okay? We got to see the end result of it, but you can't get upset. I'm trying to figure that out. Are y'all mad because he should know better? Or are y'all mad that she done wiggled her way up into another space? Because all this shit is intertwined. All of it. All of it. I guess y'all was watching the ESPYs. You seen the boy, what's LaMelo and them brother name? You see his bullshit performance, but they let him perform. Nobody knew what the hell he was talking about. Playing that song that was being played, getting mad, burned. And he looks stupid because they know that he ain't gangster, he ain't from that, right? But still, they have to incorporate the music with the sports, with the actors. Why? So they can influence your mind. I keep telling y'all, guard your mind. This is a play. She can't be left alone knowing that she lied. She's a liar. And this boy Tory almost lost his life. And he's on his way home. So they had to find another bag for her somewhere. Because she shot a load. Time is up. And the jig is up. Girls is like, yo, you lied? Like, really? So they trying to position her for somebody who makes sense. But he don't make sense. He's a bird. A cold lane. There's no way in hell she like him. And I know for certain if he like her, something wrong with him. Something wrong with him. Homie, you ain't do your homework? Seriously now. This man, multi-million, his legacy's up. His bread is up. Your father's an athlete. Your brother's an athlete. And they gonna sit there and agree you messing with the Bronco? Really? Somebody who banged for the Democrats, banged for for what's the chick named Kamala, lied and got this boy all this time and almost assassinated behind bars. That's who you rocking with? Nah, he's a lame. And you know he a lame. Because he be wearing them stupid ass hats. He be on a boat with that hat, that skipper shit from Gilligan's Island and the skipper. And we know skipper was fruity as hell. Anybody that wear them hats is sus. Anybody that wear them skipper hat, that shit, you gonna wear that and you ain't clowning in a hip hop video? You dead serious? You on a boat with them hats? Hmm? You on a boat with that shit? You was a bird. If it's not that shit, he laying across the boat with his legs wide open, cocked up. He's a lame. His last few chicks was what? Did you see his last few chicks? So he was easy pickings. Easy pickings. Y'all mad. Why? Why? I keep telling y'all. The industry has to be fed. They have to keep your interest. They have to keep you talking. They have to keep people intrigued. If there's no mystery, if there's no intrigue, this shit collapses because everybody gets focused. Everybody gets focused on liberation. Everybody gets focused on truth and not fantasy. So they throw this because this came from left field. All of a sudden, and y'all think I believe that, y'all got another thing coming to you. I won't believe that until I got to see something different. I have to see something different from them. I'm dead serious. You can't look at and because she had on a thong and and you didn't even see his face, and she sat on his lap. Open up some the Voodoo doll or some old dumb shit, whatever the hell they think. The Voodoo or what? And look at what my man bought me. Nah. Nah. Get off IG or whatever with that. Let me see Twitter, because Twitter is uncensored. Let me see him with his thumb in your behind. Then I'll believe it. Because I don't believe you with that, man. I don't believe that man with you. This is a play. This is a play. It's like all the other relationships that we don't see nothing about at all. We already know you, Thotty. We got to see something better than that bullshit. You wildin' if you think we believe that. Nah. But people is tight. They upset. Why y'all upset? Why y'all upset? Can't be upset with what the next man is doing. You want to get thotted out? Cool. More power to him. More power to him. That's what they call Earl? Blue oyster hats? I don't know what them shits is called. I call them the skipper hats. That skipper hat shit? Nah. Justin, what's good? Salute. Nah. You a whole basketball player. You got mad rings under your belt. You a splash brother. And your ass is on a boat, on a yacht, with that stupid ass hat. You a lame. He's a lame. He grew up, who was his best friend? Kevin Love. That was his best friend growing up. Kevin Love. He a lame. He don't know, definitely don't know black women to that degree. You missed a whole bunch of eligible, good black women. You went straight to the thought. Where they do that at? No, seriously. Where they do that at? And we supposed to think that's real? Now he bypassed everybody. Everybody. Out of all the rap chicks, if that's what he wanted. If all, and out of all of the rap chicks, if you wanted that, he had Saweetie. He could have had weird ass Doja. He could have went anywhere. For real. Anywhere. You go to the Thot, the liar. Come on, yo. That don't make sense. Flatbush said even Glow. Oh my God. Nah. Glow is still that same Glorilla that y'all seen her in that very first video. She's still like that. That's how she gonna wake up. Damn all this shit you see now. With the extra foundation and the makeup and she's still that same little girl talking about booty hole and all this other shit. Yeah. Nah. Same one. That's who you waking up to. So nah, he ain't gonna do that. She too black. She too melanated for him. But you don't go that route. Nah. This is a play. And it's gonna end ugly. Trust. It's gonna end ugly. Because it makes no sense. At all. It makes zero sense. You dig? So yeah, it's almost 1:30. I got to roll. I know my class, and I know they gotta get up in the morning. I do too. Y'all don't know how hard this is. I'm up. It's 1:30. I'll be up at 5:30, 6 the latest. And then make my moves and get my session in, and get to the community. I got some, I got to get back out to the east because I got these 1 gallon washing detergents to give away. I got a bunch of them I got to give away. So I got to get out there and do that. I got a session and some other stuff, but I got to keep telling y'all, man, as always, I need you, guard your mind. Stop falling for the dumb shit. Guard your mind, okay? It is so critical right now with AI, with the false narratives, with all this weird shit. You gotta guard your mind. Really focusing on what's real and making sure that nobody's pushing you in a direction that you really don't want to go in. Okay? Don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. Again, don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. Okay? Believe in my belief in you, because I know you got it. I know you got it. No, not right now, Frankie. I know that. No, give it a week or two. Not a week or two, but just check periodically, man. Just check periodically. I know I'm still getting mail because I was in 4-H, so I know something is coming because I'm still out there as far as all my paperwork is concerned. Okay? You want advice as a 20-year-old guy? DM me on Instagram and we can set up an assessment for you to see where you're at mentally, what your problems and things may be, and then you could begin sessions. I just don't talk and give advice. I talk about a lot of things. And I'm sure in all of the YouTube videos I put out, you'll find the answer to some of your questions. Definitely. Especially if you're going through a domestic abuse situation. What's up with the gym? What do you mean what's up with the gym? Nah. My traps is up. I mean with the gym. You know, the gym? Hold on. The gym? What are we doing here? The gym? Traps is up. Peck's got the deep dish. The gym? Yeah, I'll be in there. I'm gonna be in there. I'm saying the gym. Come on. Gotta keep the gym, right? Shh. Might get a shot from one of these little over 40 something girls. You know, I gotta be right for them. I can't be coming through not representing the gym. Come on. Help you with your taxes. I don't pay taxes. What the hell's the matter with you? Shh. You don't understand? But anyway, again, come back to class safely. All 10 fingers and 10 toes. Don't get in nothing. Okay? Unless it's a matter of life or death. All right? Other than that, walk away. Walk away. All right? What gym? Which gym you want to go to? I don't know. You got a membership where? What gym you want to go to? Brooklyn Sports Club? Or Fauna Park? We got a nice bar. And we could go out and hit the bar for about an hour. I don't know what's going on with them two. I seen them go back and forth. And I see again, Saint Last say some things that people have been saying for a while. And it's true. It's true. Nobody was in the mix when Barr was home. So I don't know how that situation got to where it is on social media. I don't know. But, to each his own. And why he mentioned Barr is gone. It's a wrap. It's done. That's what I'm talking about. When you have a certain mentality and you've been through a certain amount of things, you can't let people trigger you. You can't step into certain situations anymore. And, Barr thought this was the 80s. He thought he was back in 86, 87, 88. Don't work like that no more. It just doesn't. You got to be super stealth. So, again, my thing is, I can't disrespect another man based on somebody else's work. That's where it gets a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I can't dish you because another man, you know what I'm saying, was, what work did I put in? For real. If I'm going to mention this, the work I put in and what I've done. I said, I can't say, yo, such and such. Nah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, like I said, we're in a weird space now. So everything is for, ooh, he said, yo, he did. So I'm making an attempt to, stay far away from that. Because I don't have patience when it comes to street shit. You know how we was raised in East New York. We address shit quick. I'm not looking over my shoulder. Ain't gonna be none of that. Where he at? Where he might be? Where's the other spot he might? And I'm coming. We ain't playing. There's no back and forth. Ain't no talking. Word, we got an issue. Okay. All right, we need to straighten it out then. So I don't know where it is. I just know I'm one not to like. I don't like the street shit that's on. I don't like street shit on social media because it just makes dudes who may be official, it makes you look corny. It makes you look corny. That's why I never interview, I don't interview people. When people ask me, I'm like, nah, because I know what I'm going to pull out of someone, of anyone. And if I'm with somebody who's really like that in the street, it's like, we want to really talk, to build, to educate. For real, about that lifestyle. Not that back and forth, you this, you that, I'm this. Nah, we're not doing that. And you got thousands of people watching and picking sides. Next thing you know, you in the street and some bozo who don't know nothing about nothing is calling you out your name or looking at you funny. You know we don't play that in the East. We don't play that in the East. Hell no. Immediately. We got issue, we got to straighten that out. That's getting taken care of. So, I don't know how it started or where it went, but hopefully it'll get resolved. It'll get resolved. That's it with that. I don't know. All right, but We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go because we old. We need our little sleep. You know how that is. Shane, peace. What up? You know what it is. We got to go. We got to take it down. Okay? Again, all my truckers out there. Yes. Stay away from them rest stop Thots. Alright? With them little musty twats. Stay away from them. Paperwork is good. Always good. Always. Always. Stay solid. You dig? All my classroom assistants, much appreciation for holding it down as always. Much love, much love, much love. And if you up here, up under here, get your sessions and book your sessions. I don't know about tomorrow. I don't know about tomorrow. I might be running around in the town tomorrow night. Yeah, got a date. I might be running around. I don't know about tomorrow. Unless you're catching me in the morning, early afternoon and shit. I might be running around the town tomorrow night. But still get your sessions, book your sessions. Alright? So y'all can stay the course to mental health awareness and anger management. Alright? That's how we do it. And if y'all got anything that y'all trying to sell or barter or build, do it in the comments. This is y'all space. Do it in the chat. Do it in the community. Sell your stuff. Do what you do. Build your communities, yo. That's what this shit is for. And 55 gang, get y'all grades up.